In my playbook tonight, a key hurdle for the health care reform in this country has always been how we're going to pay for it. The Baucus bill that passed the Senate Finance Committee this week is funded in part by a 4% tax on medical devices like pacemakers, hearing aids, and artificial hearts. Of course, the medical companies naturally oppose the tax, but so do members in Congress on both sides of the aisle. They're worried that the cost will be passed on to consumers, or it will flat out kill the medical services industry altogether, which sounds pretty extreme. Well, let's talk about it. Let's bring in Kem Hawkins. He is the president of medical devices company Cook Medical. Mr. Hawkins, I appreciate your time tonight. I know you're a worldwide company with over 10,000 employees all over the world. What would this Baucus bill do to your industry? What would it do to your company and to your industry?
Well, Ed, first of all, thanks for allowing us the opportunity to have this time with you. And certainly, this poses maybe one of the greatest threats that we've had to our business in the 46 years that we've existed. And what it does is it takes probably more money than anyone imagines, and it takes it away from putting it toward innovation and employing people and families. And it's a significant amount of money. You know, 4% sounds rather innocuous, but 4% of the top line for us in America would mean about $30 million, which would take our tax rate up to a whopping 68%. So you can imagine 7 out of every $10 that's going to the federal government before we even pay an employee.
So, Mr. Hawkins, are you implying, or can you just flat out tell us tonight that you think that this might impede research and development to the point where you won't be as aggressive and won't be able to do the kind of technology and medical advancements in this country in your business?
Well, there's no doubt about it. When you look, when you're looking forward, you know, we're planning on what we're going to be doing for 5, 10, 15 years. It takes a long time to get the medical technology to the market, and certainly.
Do you have anybody on your side? Do you have anybody on your side that would maybe take this tax out of the Baucus bill? Do you got any help?
Well, certainly we've had conversations with all of our representatives in all the states that we have companies in, and they've been a very good listening audience. I think they're working to try and see if there's something that can be done.
Do you think this will affect medical outcomes of people and patients in this country? I mean, how devastating would this be? I mean, your technology, I know that your company has been very innovative with all kinds of heart procedures and all of the different things that you've been able to manufacture. But when it comes to medical outcomes, what do you think the result would be?
Well, you know, sometimes you never know what you don't have. But we would have to become probably more selective in what we decide to do going forward. And that means that some products would certainly not, and some studies, I might add, may not get funded. And at that rate, it definitely would have an effect going forward. No doubt about it.
Mr. Hawkins, I appreciate your time tonight. I think this is one part of the story we just haven't heard when it comes to medical reform in this country. I'm certainly not for the tax. I can tell you that. What I am in favor of is people paying for it, but to harness the companies that are making the catheters and all the kinds of things and the advancement, I think they got to stop this one. The Democrats got to stop in on this one. Thank you. I appreciate your time, Mr. Hawkins.
Thank you very much.
Switching back, you bet.